everyone, thank you so much for stopping by the Final Cut again. Yes, I've got so much to tell you folks, and I am very excited to bring to you today's film because it had its world premiere, first public eyes on it at the Midwest Weirdfest 2024, and the film is called Gunfighter Paradise, directed by Jethro Waters. We get the story of Stoner, who arrives at his family home with this mysterious green case. Yeah, his parents are both dead, and he's living there trying to stay away from folks and just kind of isolate himself. But while out there in isolation, he's starting to have divine visions. He's starting to see things and have religious memories, if you will, as well as having cryptic puzzle hints left by his late mother. He has strange folks showing up on his land, a cable guy, a mummified cat. There's all kinds of things mixed into here that don't help a gentleman who's already dealing with losing grip on reality. And so we watch as he descends further into this surrealness that is the world around his home, and how it culminates into a very interesting and unsuspecting conclusion. Gunfighter Paradise was a film that I wasn't sure where it was going to go, and I loved that. It was unpredictable. It was fun. It was taking an interesting look at South Carolina rural lifestyles, which is where Jethro Waters is from. So he's kind of, pulling from experiences and having a little comedic fun with his memories of the area. And not exactly blown completely out of proportion either, though, for what is displayed. So I liked that quite a bit. I liked that he drew from personal experience, and you could tell he was just having a lot of fun with this movie, as was everyone. Stoner is played by Braz Kubas, and he is fantastic in here. This guy is hardly moved by anything. He's got his face continually painted in green and black, and that's how he is through this whole movie, and there's no explanation on why exactly he's like that, but you just take it like, okay, that's his character. He's this guy that kind of lost a bit of that reality grip. So I enjoyed the layers of his character, and the situation that people he runs into is where the comedy comes in. Now he has two Confederate soldiers show up, and given what you're looking at, you're like, wait, is he imagining those? Are those supposed to be like ghosts of Confederate soldiers? And no, it's explained why those two soldiers show up on his doorstep in a beautiful comedic way. Michael Kraft and Robert Hinkle play the two Confederate soldiers, and they get some early comedic moments in here, and and some wonderful scenes, especially when they interact with Stoner. And yeah, I liked the randomness a bit of the characters appearing, like the neighbor character showing up, or the cable guy who happens to be a friend of Stoner, played by Joel Lofton playing Joel. So, you don't have to remember the name, a made-up name, right? And the dynamic between these two was very, very funny. Joel is like taking things in stride with Stoner, and he kind of tries to help Stoner a bit, but doing it poorly. He's kind of hanging around almost like he's got nothing else better to do than to hang out with a guy he knew from his childhood. And yeah, that's through Joel we learn more about Stoner, and you can tell he's trying to keep Stoner here in reality, but keeps failing miserably along the way. Yeah, there's just so many different things that happen. And then we get the neighbor character in here, played by Christopher Lavoie Bauer, and wow, where you think he's going to be just this side character, comes into play, and man, I tell you, it was a great surprise what they do with his character, and the cinematography was wonderful. You could tell like it was shot by a cinematographer, because some of these shots that they have in here are great. There's a scene involving something burning and our main character just standing in the middle, and the way it was framed and everything. That was one of my favorite shots. There's some symbolism involved with the divine visions that our man Stoner is having. Convey things visually. They don't say anything, but you can get the gist of what you're going for and what the meaning of those visions are. So there's a lot of things to unpack, but have fun with Gunfighter Paradise. And I think if you get a chance to see it, you should, because it is an interesting experience, and one that I think that will surprise you, make you laugh, and maybe make you think just a little. So there you have it. Appreciate everyone watching, like, subscribe, all that here. Thank you for your support indie horror, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.